So I'm going to quickly show how to actually do the wiring. I am swapping out my old 4-gauge wire for some 0-gauge simply because I am installing a more powerful subwoofer. If you wanted to tell the difference, that is 0-gauge right here, 4-gauge, big old difference. But this is the Highland Performance, so I have the factory amp in the back. This is where I'm grabbing my signal right here. I'm going to grab it from, there's a wiring diagram. I kind of described it in the comments in the other video, but this goes to the subwoofer right here on the shelf. I have power and then ground. For my grounding point, I'm using a factory ground point right here for the ground, and then for power, using the DC to DC converter under the seat. Super easy to access, just take off the rear seat. And then here is your output for power. It's a ground source for the converter, but make sure you have a fuse as close as possible in case, you know, the wire gets loose, touches metal, there's a short circuit somewhere in the system. Either way, Teslas have a lot of E-fuses, so the second the car detects a spike in power, it's going to trigger and turn off the converter. So it's not really a worry, but just in case. As well as if you don't want to risk the chance of the car triggering an error while you're working, simply turn it off and turn off the DC to DC converter. How? Just simply grab a screwdriver and push in the little notch to make the car think the door is closed, so it turns off and it starts falling asleep. After 15 minutes, the car will fall asleep, the converter turns off, and you can work on it without getting little flashes. If you do keep the car on, it's fine. It's just every time you touch the power, it's gonna spark, you know, and if you don't like that, well, it's a simple way to avoid that. I'm just running the wire right here through the side. So I just spliced the wires, just using a simple 3-way connector to grab my signal. And that's pretty much it. Time to put back the liner.